All right. First, why don't you guys tell me who you are?
I'm Kirill Volchinsky, and
I'm Alex Allen. We live in San Francisco. I go to Lowell High School, and
I go to
Kirill
Lick
goes
Wilmerding.
to Lick Wilmerding.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about the film that you guys have produced.
So we are working on a documentary about environmental injustice in West Oakland. Environmental injustice is when people of lower income or color are being segregated into communities that are being disproportionately burdened by industrial pollution. So we want to inform the public and hopefully get a lot of people to join this movement.
How'd you guys find out about this? Because you guys said you both go to high school and both those high schools are in San Francisco.
Well, Kirill told me about it.
Yes.
He got me involved. In fact, he was going to do the whole thing by himself until... well, he told me about it and I wasn't interested, but then he said he probably wouldn't be able to get it done all by himself, so I offered him help. And
So definitely.
now we're doing it together.
And how did you first find out about it?
I first found out about it through David and
David Joseph Gautner.
David Joseph Gautner, and he is a fellow student at Lick Wilmerding, and his mom is a journalist, and she does a lot of work around this area, and she found out about West Oakland air monitors, and those guys are basically an organization that monitor the air and try to help different communities fight back against the businesses. And so he basically told me about it, and I immediately said that I can offer my help with the documentary, and he ended up making an art auction, and he raised over $3,000 all by himself. So
Okay. Tell me, this is the longest film project you guys ever worked on?
definitely.
It is the only film project we've ever worked on.
Basically, yes,
Tell me about, I guess, the experience of that. Is learning experience good, bad,
excellent.
ugly?
Well, when we were getting this stuff for the preview that we made, we learned a lot.
We learned a lot.
Just about shooting in general. We learned about interviewing procedure, not how to have the interviewer not look at the camera. And
Don't do it.
Yeah.
No, don't do it.
And just a lot about setting white balance. We worked with this woman named Michelle, who used to work for BBC. Is that right? Yeah. And she gave us a lot of tips.
Yeah.
And then just from experiencing, actually shooting interviews and B-roll, we just learned.
Definitely. I mean,
Experience.
before this, we basically had absolutely no background, so we just jumped
We'd
in.
made a couple of short videos, not informative videos, just creative, and they were pretty bad. And it's good that it'll help us in the future that we got this experience.
Yeah, and so right now, after we get this done, hopefully we will go for a 60-minute video, 60-minute full-length documentary.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Ambitious. I like it.
Ambitious, yeah.
Yeah. So this is just the first stop in this.
This
Yeah.
is the first,
The
definitely.
first stop.
Anything else you think that people should know about in terms of this specific stop along the way?
The specific stop. I mean, if you are living in the West Oakland community or anywhere around here, I would really suggest that you give...
Anywhere, really. I mean,
Yeah.
you can. There's, as Brian Beveridge, one of the people we interviewed, said. He said there's always a group in any community, really, that's interested in doing community service, and you don't have to go and write a whole bunch of letters by yourself. You don't have to organize a huge group. You can just help them get involved in some way. Maybe they just need help filing files or filling out forms, and just by doing that, you can help a good cause.
I mean, if you want change, it doesn't really matter what you do as long as you believe in what you're doing. That alone
As long
will
as you do
create
something.
change. As long as you do something. And definitely, I would suggest to give gcmonitor.org a visit. Is that right?
gcmonitor.org, yeah.
GC
Global
Monitor.
Community Monitor.
Global Community Monitor. And those guys are definitely... And also the West Oakland Indicators Project movement. Those guys are also a gigantic part of this, so definitely give them a visit and hopefully get involved.